and welcome back. This morning, as it's less windy, I'm going to try and actually show you the shooting part of zero in a scope. I'm going to be shooting from 25 yards, and here we come on to a witness board. Now, when you initially start zero in a scope and you don't know anywhere where the location of your shots might fall, it's a good idea to have something like this. This is a 2-foot square sheet of hardboard. I've stuck an A3 size piece of paper on it, which I've divided into inch squares. If you can't, at 25 yards, if you're not getting a pellet strike on this, then you're seriously out of zero and you need to bring it down to 10 yards. But for 25 yards, 9 times out of 10 this will do you. And what we're going to do this morning is we're going to fire 5 shots, do a 5-shot group to see where the rifle is shooting, and then we'll measure up centre of the group to point of aim will be here. We'll see where it's grouping, get the distance, and then we'll adjust the scope accordingly. So let's get on and do it, shall we? Right, here we go. This is the range we're going to be shooting at. It's 25 yards. The backstop is quite substantial. 2 pieces of OSB board, 19mm thick, fronted by a 1-inch thick piece of high density foam rubber, and in between the foam rubber and the OSB there's a 1/8 of an inch thick piece of sheet steel. So perfectly safe, nothing's going to go wrong. Let's get on and do some shooting. Okay, so here we are at the witness board, and you can see that it's firmly taped up nicely in the centre. So let's go down now and fire 5 pellets at this and see where we're actually hitting. I will be aiming at this and we'll see where the fall of shot is. So let's get down to the shooting bench. Right, here we are down at the witness board. We've got our little 5-shot group there, which is, I don't know, half an inch across maybe. But the centre of the group is approximately 2.5 inches from there to the centre of the point of aim, and on elevation it's 2 inches. So let's just double check that again. Yeah, let's say 2.5 by 2. So 2.5 laterally, 2 inches on longitude. So what we'll go and do now is we'll go back and reset the scope, make the adjustments on the scope, and see how we get on from there. Let's go back down there then. Right, here we are back at the firing bench. I've unlocked the lock screws on both the turrets, and looking for an increase of 2 inches to go up at 1/16 per click. That means we've got to go 32 clicks up, which I'll just do now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 29, 30, 31, 32. Lock it down. Now moving over to the right. When it comes to the right, we want to go 48. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 46, 47, 48. Lock it down. Right. In theory, we're good to go. So we'll get ready and fire another 5 pellets at the target. Same aim point, and this time we'll see if we've improved our fall of shot. Not too bad. Well, we've got the witness board back now from the range. Let's have a look. There we can see our original 5-shot group, and then we made our corrections, and that has brought us to here. Virtually a zero. I mean, you could perhaps put another few clicks in over to bring it a little bit over to the right, but if you put a pencil through the centre of the group, we're not too far off. I mean, to all intents and purposes, you're zeroed. I know a lot of HFT guys would, and field target guys would want that pellet on pellet, which is achievable with a bit more time. But for now, I'd be quite happy with that. knowing that when I get down to the range I'm going to have to correct to shoot at 30 yards anyway, but it'll only be a few clicks. So for now, let's say that we're zeroed, and now we'll move on to talking about resetting resettable turrets on the Hawk scope. Right, here we are. We're just going to show you very quickly how to adjust your resettable turrets. These are the Hawk ones, obviously, because it's a Hawk scope, but I have an MTC scope which works exactly the same. In fact, the MTC scope has a few extra features, but that's by the by. I'll start off here. You can see that is your datum line for your zero, and you can see that it is set on 12. Well, how we go about altering this is making sure that the top lock is in actual fact unlocked. You can then see that there's a little Allen headed grub screw here. Now there are 3 of them, but I've taken the liberty before we started filming of undoing the other 2, so this doesn't last too long. I'll just undo this one. There we go. And now, as if by magic, this should lift off. Yep. Find the 0 point. There it is. Unline the 0 up with the 0 of the datum mark. I think that's about it. I'll come around the other side for a different look. Now there is a little bit of backlash, a little bit of adjustment without a click happening, so that's fine. Get that lined up perfectly there, and then do up your grub screws. And just do this one here. And the back one. Lock it down. Job's a good one. There you go. Then all you've got to do is do the windage turret, and that is done in exactly the same way. Undo the grub screws, pull off the datum drum, turn it to 0 and insert it, and you're sorted. The job's a good one. Your zeros, you know where your 0 is now. Your turret database is set to 0 for both elevation and windage, sorry. So bish bosh bash, Bob's your Aunt Fanny, the job's over and done with. So there we have it. We've come to the end of our sojourn into the world of telescopic sights and how to adjust them and get a 0. I hope you've all found it informative. I hope you haven't been too bored, and I hope you're going away hoping to see some more videos. On the subject of more videos, please don't hesitate to get in touch if you'd like to see more and you have any ideas of topics you'd like to see covered, and I'll try my best to do them for you. In the meantime, I'd like to say thank you to Linda. She's done some excellent camera work. It's been quite fractious at times, but we haven't had any domestics, so that's a plus. And it only leaves me to say thank you all for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you all at Range and Country Airgun Club Range in hopefully not the far distant future. So it's goodbye from me, Grumpy, in Grumpy's shed, and look after yourselves. Bye for now.